Good morning. Sunday, time change. I hope you guys got the memo that the time change on the planet, or most of the planet, had changed. So it feels like it's 11 o'clock, but it's really 10 o'clock. So I hope any and all of you are not already worked out. I hope that you figured out that right now it's 10 and not 11, and that you're jumped on here with me. But welcome, hi Kai. So welcome to my living room. Hi Jean. How are you, Jean? If this is your first time joining me in my living room with my dog, the dog is here for the opening, and then he gets distracted by a TREAT. So all you really need is enough room to step forward, side, and back. If you have a mat, that is an added bonus. And today we're doing Barre-ish Bootcamp, a little bit of bar flavor. And I'll be using a weighted bar. You don't have to. My bar, which I can't reach in front of me here, weighs 12 pounds. It's a neoprene coated weighted bar. If you don't have one of those, you can always order one. This is from the Body Bar. I don't have a piece of the company, I just like the product. Or Spry, which is S-P-R-I, all capitals. Oh, you know what? I don't have my timer at all even set up, so I'm gonna have to use my watch completely. Maybe my producer husband could locate my timer, which is on my iPad in next to my bed. I forgot to set it up. Hey, Ari. So I'm gonna start on my watch. Otherwise, we could go for hours. Wouldn't that be something? No, Instagram will cut me off at an hour. So let me just find a timer in here. Here we go. So we'll start there. And then I'll try to find the little clocks around. So if you don't have a weighted bar, you could always use a pair of dumbbells, medium size to small. If you don't have those, you can use 2 water bottles set up either with water or rice or sand or whatever, as long as they're the same. So, having said that, here's my timer. How am I doing on my tech this morning? Let me get out of my poker game and into my timer. All right, here we go. Let me set this up. This will be awesome. It'll just be a little bit behind. It'll be 3 minutes off. All right, I'm ready. Time change and all. So what we'll do, and if you don't have any resistance at all, that's all good. You can do it without anything. We'll do a warm-up that has a lot of upper body stabilization built right in. Then we'll do a section with resistance or not. And then from there, we'll go right into a section that's all cardio drills that all flow together. If you have any kind of an injury, you can always stay with the first or second level. If you've seen a doctor for any kind of injury, make sure that you're cleared to do this. And we'll finish the class with some core work and stretch. You may also want to have a towel nearby. I keep 2 because I'm extra sweaty. I may use one of the towels for the abs section, which again, you can go without that. And then a beverage of your choice. Day after Halloween, water and wine glass. All right. I think I'm ready to do this. If you're watching this after the fact, which I think a lot of you do on my YouTube fitness channel, that's awesome. Thank you for subscribing, sharing, telling a friend. If you haven't yet been to my YouTube fitness channel, the link to get there is in my Instagram profile. Just click right on it, it'll take you there. You'll find the entire library of what we've been doing the last few months. But it's November, almost the end of the year, so let's get started. I'm gonna scoop this timer out of my frame. All right, let's stand up. Sort of the front edge of whatever space you're working in, mat or not. Take your feet so they're parallel, toes facing me. Then take them out wider than your hips. If you're using a mat, they can be the edges of your mat. Your knees are straight, but they're not locked. Hips underneath your shoulders. Extend your arms up. Turn your left toe to the corner or to the side. Bend your left knee. So if you've taken yoga, it's just a warrior 2. Take your arms out to the side, palms down. Then come back up to the center. Try it on the right. Turn your right toes out. Bend your right knee, palms down, arms straight out from your shoulders. Push down in the center. Here we go to the left. 1, 2, and up. Keep your arms out to the side. 1, 2. Let's do it again, each way. So over and center to the right. 1, 2. Keep your feet parallel. Hands on your legs, flat back. Can you wiggle your toes, round your back? Up for 2, and release. Hi, Ellen. Round up for 2, release. Same thing. Round up for 2, release. Twice more. Round up for 2, release. This time, come all the way up. Feet underneath your hips. Both arms up. Forward fold. Either grab your elbows or let your hands fall to the floor. Either way, your toes can wiggle. Straightening your left leg. Bend your right knee, sitting into your left hip. And change sides. Straighten your right leg and bend your left knee, sitting into your right hip. Remember, all of your toes can wiggle. Let's change sides again. This time, straightening your left leg, bend your right knee. Change sides one more time. Straighten your right leg, bend your left. Then bend both knees. You can just hang your forward fold or take your left elbow up and then back down. Another time, maybe you reach your fingertips all the way up. Singles, either the elbow or the full extension. Trying to keep your chest facing the floor. Let's go twice more. One more. Then holding your fold, wiggle your toes, let your head hang. Right elbow up, feel the rotation. Now maybe your whole arm goes up. Single counts, either position. So elbow or your whole arm. We'll take twice more from here. One more. Then hold your fold. Lift your tailbone up. Slowly unroll. One bone at a time. At the top, shoulders down and back. That was a long time to be folded. Both arms up. Forward fold, tailbone up, unroll. 3, 2, this time on your fold. Bend both knees far enough to get your hands to the floor. Then step your feet back and find a downward facing dog. Looks like an upside down V. Your tailbone lifts up to where the wall meets the ceiling behind you. Your heels press into the floor. Your palms also press into the floor, and your chest presses through your shoulders. Lower your hips to plank. That's hands underneath your shoulders, here or with your knees on the floor. Either way, it's still a plank. So you find the position that works for you. From any plank, lift back up to your down dog. Lower to plank, 1, 2, back up to down dog. Hi, Jane. No granddaughter, or she pooped out from Halloween. Those pictures were so cute. Again, lower for 2. Let's go twice more. Lower to plank and up to down dog. Last time. And hold your down dog. Situate yourself if you need. You can stay here or lift your heels up and lower. So lift and lower. We'll go twice more. Then hold your down dog and walk your feet up towards your hands. Forward fold, let your tailbone lift up and unroll. 3, 2, shoulders down and back, both arms up. Forward fold, bend both knees. Step your feet back to a down dog again. This time, shift your weight to your right hand and foot. And bring your left leg up until you feel the stretch behind your right leg. You can stay right here or bend your left knee and open your left hip. Breathing through this, if you took the bend and rotation, straighten back out to your down dog split, where you can stay or lower your hips and bring your left knee into your chest. If you came down here, you can hold or you can pulse. In 4, 3, 2, send your left leg back up to your 3-legged dog. Then both feet to the floor. Down dog in the center. And shift your weight to your left hand and foot. Right leg up until you feel the stretch behind your left leg. You can stay here or bend your right knee and open your right hip. If you took the bend and rotation, straighten back out to your three-legged dog. You can stay here or lower your hips to plank. Bringing your right knee in. If you came here, you can hold or give your knee a little pulse. In, 2, 3, and then hold your pulse and send your right leg back up to your three-legged dog. And both feet to the floor. Down dog in the center. Lower your hips to plank. You can stay here or put your knees on the floor from either plank. Right leg comes up on the outside of your right hand. Your back leg can stay on the floor. Today, let's try a circle reach. Circle reach. Bring it back to the center. Engage your core. Can you wiggle your right toes? As your core is engaged, step back to plank. Try it on the left. Step your foot on the outside of your left hand. Back knee is welcome to stay on the floor. Can you wiggle your left toes? Maybe circle reach. Back to the center, step back to plank. Slightly faster. Step, reach, floor, plank. Step, reach. If this tempo is not working for you today, feel free to go slower. Your back leg is always welcome to stay on the floor. Then hold any plank you're in here if your knees are still up. Put them down. Release your feet. Take your hips back to your heels. Child's pose here. Let's round up to find your modified plank. Fingers stay facing towards me. Elbows squeeze in. Maybe you bend your elbows a little bit or a lot. Either way, push the floor away from you. Hips to your heels. Let's make it flow. Round up and either hold or bend. And child's pose. Round, hold or bend. Round up, hold or bend. Let's go twice more from here. Round. Last time. Next time, modified plank hold. When you get there, tuck your toes, push down, find your down dog. Bring your knees back to the floor. Release your feet. Hips to your heels. Let's make it flow. Round up for 2, 1. 2, push down. Lower your knees. Child's pose. Let's do it again. Round up in 1. Angela, how are you? Angela Lee. Again, round up 1. 2, push down. Lower your knees. This time when you get to modified plank, hold it here. Squeeze under your armpits. Push the floor away from you. Maybe you tuck your toes and lift your knees. If you're up off of your knees, shift your weight to your left hand and foot and try to bring your right knee into your chest. Once you're here, you can cross it underneath your left leg and maybe you hold here or bend and press. It's little, bend, press. Hold your arms in extended position. If your right leg is out, bring it back to plank. Maybe you shift over your right hand and foot and bring your left knee into your chest. Extend it underneath your right leg. Maybe you hold or bend your elbows down, press. 2 more. And hold. If your left leg is under, bring it back to plank and lift your tailbone up to a down dog. And walk your feet up towards your hands. Tailbone lift. Let your head hang. Unroll. Both arms come up. Hands to your knees. Round your back up. All right, grab a sip of whatever you're drinking and get your resistance ready. I realized I did not say the after party. I'm a mess this morning. The after party will be upper body, dumbbells, and stretch. I don't know if it was the time change or the 25 mini Twix bars. All right. Overhand grip on your bar or your dumbbells. Feet underneath your hips. Hips underneath your shoulders, 10 toes towards me. Your knees are straight, but they're not locked. All right, belly button in slow motion, sink 1, 2, push down, squeeze your glutes, sink for 2, push down, squeeze your glutes at the top because you're pushing against the floor with your feet. And then single count squats here, sink, squeeze your glutes at the top. One more, at the top, hold, lower your elbows. So dumbbells or bar, knees are still loose. Press your dumbbells or your bar up to where the wall meets the ceiling in front of you. And then bring it back to your shoulders, one of each of those. One squat, one diagonal press, bars or dumbbells, squat, elbows down, press. This is your move. You can work here. Once more. Keep that tempo or come with me slightly faster. Squat, press. You use the floor to push against. Maybe your left knee comes up at the top and then your right. Push down. So it's a knee lift. Never a kick forward on this one. 4 to go. So 4, press. 3, 2, then just squats here. Sink. Squeeze your glutes. All right, as you squat, shift your weight over to your right foot. No weight on your left. Anytime you're ready, you can pick your left foot up. Make it a single leg squat. At any point, you can put your toes on the floor. Either position. You can add the what is this? The dip on the bar or the left dumbbell. So the left side of your bar or your left dumbbell. If you still need more resistance, your left leg can extend out, back, and up. Extend, pushing against the floor through your right foot. Sink, press. 2 more. And then back to your parallel squat in the middle. 2 feet. Never locking your knees. From here, shift your weight to your left foot. No weight on your right. So you might not be even, might not be the same levels on both sides. Work at a level that works for you. Anytime you're ready, you can pick your right foot off the floor. Push down through your left foot. Maybe you dip the right side of your bar or your right dumbbell. If it still isn't enough resistance for you, you can extend your right leg back on the squat and then bring it to a knee lift. Squat, push down. Final 4 of any level. 2 more. And then back to a parallel squat, both feet. Shoulders down and back. Alrighty, make sure you have room on your sides. We'll step out. Toes to the corners, sink your hips here. Sink, press. If you're using dumbbells, you're gonna keep holding them in an overhand grip. If you're using a bar, flip your grip, one hand at a time, to underhand. Dumbbells are still hanging in the overhand grip. If you're using a bar and you're in an underhand grip, roll the bar to the elbows and lace your fingers. Now, if you're using dumbbells and they were being held here, just bring them up and take them across your chest. Easy enough. Alrighty, hold your hip sink and little pulses here. So your toes slightly facing the corners, knees tracking over your toes. Where your hips, they're under your shoulders. If you're using dumbbells, they're across here. In 4, 3, hold your pulse, your heels lift up. Extend your legs, lower your heels, sink, heels up, extend up, tempo here. So sink, press up, sink, press up. Keep breathing all the way in and out. Let's do 4 and 3, 2 more, and then just the hips sink 2 times. Once more, both heels lift up. Again, and then one of each. Sink your hips, both heels lift. Again, sink your hips, heels lift, slightly faster here. Sink, press. Sink, push against the floor to lift your heels. Now up tempo, sink to press, down, up. Push down to come up, 4, 3, 2, hold it at the top, hold. Bend both knees, lower your heels, shake your feet out, parallel squats. You really want to make sure that you have room on either side of you. I'm going to take a little step back so I don't crash into my water in a wine glass. We'll break this down. The first piece is a piece I haven't done in ages. Used to do it all the time. Left leg, slow motion, squat out to your left. 1, 2, push down, same leg, same side. 1, 2, this is the first piece. Side squat, push down. Maybe as you come up, you find a balanced knee lift. So 1, 2, push down. Again, sink, toe tap or balance. This time, hold your balance up. Your left leg extends to the side and back to balance. Slow motion, squat, tap or balance. Try your extension. Single counts here. Squat, tap or balance, extend, same thing. Squat, up, extend. Try to keep your hips and shoulders facing forward. Try not to lean to your right. Again, squat, press, out, same thing. One more time. Hold your last position. Extend your left leg behind you and pulse. So as this happens, press your left hip forward towards me in 4, 3, hold here, heel towards your hip, but only gets to about halfway. If your heel gets all the way to your booty, that tells you that your knee should be further back behind you and that your left hip presses forward. 2 more like that. So curl for 2, extend 1 more slowly, and then extend your toes, draw circles to your left. Circle 2 more times. I know your right booty is baked. Shake it out. Parallel squats. Your right booty took all the balance and the stabilization there, so it should feel like an apple. 2 more. Before we do the other side, feet wide, toes to the corners. Sink your hips. Sink, push down to come up. Let's do 2 more here. And then come back to parallel. We have to set up the other side. So make sure there's nothing over there. Weight in the middle of your feet on this perfect squat. Right side, slow motion. Squat out to the side. 1, 2, find your center, same way. 1, 2, push down. Maybe you find your balance up. Maybe sink for 2, push down, same thing. So sink for 2. Alrighty, we're getting ready to move on. 1 more. Find your tap or balance here. Extend your right leg to the side for 2. Slowly again, squat down, tap or balance. Extend out to the side. Ready? Single counts here. Squat, tap or balance, extend. Have I mentioned that you should be breathing? If you're new to class and you're wondering what the after party is that I spoke of, it's after class, I sign off, I share this class with the world, then I come back in 5 minutes and we do a little extra. I don't post the after party, so you gotta do it live. All right, hold your last position. Extend your right leg behind you. I'm gonna turn so you can see it. Press your right hip towards me and give it a little pulse. As you pulse, press your right hip square as if you have 2 headlights facing forward on your hip bones. 4 more pulses in 4, 3, hold your pulse, heel towards your hip, but about halfway. That'll force your hamstring to engage. If your heel's coming all the way in, remember that means that you should have your knee further back behind your hip. You want to feel the hamstring grab at the halfway. Again, heel towards your hip. 2 more just like that. So heel to the hip. 1 more. And then extend your leg and your foot. Draw circles to your right. Again, circle, 2 more, and shake it out. Parallel squat. Booty should be even. Before we get rid of our resistance, take your feet wide. A little sorbet, toes to the corners. Sorbet for your glutes. 2 more. Back to your parallel squat. So if you're using dumbbells, bring them down to your sides. If you're using a bar, unlace your fingers, unroll your bar, flip your grip, one hand at a time. All right, bars and dumbbells, find the floor, out in front of you, roll it out so it's not in your way. Grab a sip of whatever you're drinking this morning. This post-Halloween, I wonder if you guys had any trick-or-treaters. We had a few, not a lot, but a few. We wore masks, they were obviously masks. Alrighty. You're near the front edge of wherever you're working, so you have space behind you. As you press down, there's no weight in your toes. Remember, the floor is your own personal leg press. Touch your knees, knuckles up, knees, knuckles up. Easy enough. Keep going, I'm gonna bump my music up. Sink, press. We'll do 4 more just like this. So 4, push. 3, 2, keep your squat. Palms together here. That's the first piece, most of you know it. We'll start on our left leg first. Step back, 1 time left. And then on your right. Easy enough. It's an alternating step back. Bigfoot. Wait, did I say Bigfoot? Oh my feet are big. Did I say I meant to say left foot? I don't know. Maybe you sink, or did Bigfoot come by? You had Bigfoot trick-or-treating? All right, you can step and sink. Oh, let's see. Oh, that's nice. The Marine Mammal Resource Center had a nice socially distanced Halloween party. Is that where you took your granddaughter, I'm guessing? All right, if you're sinking your hips, maybe you reach up behind you. Maybe your front arm points towards the floor. You all know this. 1 more, parallel squat, touch your knees. So for my regular life people, before we get into this interval alternating, I'm gonna try to schedule a test Zoom class. So maybe we can figure out a time that works for all of us. Let's do 4 more like this. Push down to come up. 1 more, left leg steps back from here. Sink, press, sink. 2 more. Then feet parallel, squat, touch your knees. 4, press. 3, 2, left leg steps back. 4, 3, 2, parallel squat, touch your knees. 4, up. 3, 1 more. Step back on your left, last step. 4, 3, 2, parallel squat, touch your knees. 4, 3, 2 on the last one. Let's hold it up, hold it. Try to lift your heels and balance. Extend through your fingertips. Hold still. Try to find your squat. Chair pose with your heels up. Make a fist, extend. Make a fist, extend. 2 more. Hold your hands in a fist. Lower your heels. Wiggle your toes. Push down to come up. Squeeze your glutes and squat. Palms together. I may have had 1 too many mini twists. Feel like I'm sweating chocolate. Keep your squat. Take your feet wide, but keep your toes towards me. Same thing, pushing into the floor to come up. Press down to come up. 2 more. Now hands to the floor, slowly step back to a plank, step right back to wide, roll up, squats here, sink, push down. That's the whole thing. I mean by the whole thing, I mean the first level. You can always work there. You can go as slow as you need to. Let's try it on the music. Hands to the floor, step back to wide, roll up, squat. Hands down, step to plank, step back to wide, roll up, squat. Once more, just like that. Step back. On the next half, option from your plank to lift your tailbone up right here, push down and jump, roll up, squat. So that just jumps to wide, hands down, step, tailbone lift, step or jump. The jump is just a push against the floor, hands down, step back, tailbone lift, step or jump. Next option to jump to plank, hands down, step or jump, step or jump. Extra squat here. Hands down, step or jump, step or jump. Again, hands down, step or jump, step or jump. 2 squats. Last time, hands down, step or jump. Squat here, hold your squat. Hold it wide, arms up on the diagonal to where the wall meets the ceiling in front of you. Push down to come up, fingertips up, toes to the corners. Sink your hips, wiggle your toes, hips under your shoulders. Try to lift your heels up. Hold, bring your arms to the side, palms together. Hold or rotate to your right. 1, 2, center to your left. 1, 2, center, thumbs into your chest. Lower your heels, come up and sink your hips right here. 2 more here. Then toes towards me, make it a wide squat. All right, we're gonna move into our hop or pedal here. Shake it out, hop or pedal. Hop is here, pedal is 1 foot on the floor. You know the drill, step wide. You can hop and step out, hop, jump, or pedal, step, or pedal, jump. So any combination works. 1 more time, hold it wide here. Squat, reach, and pull. Easy enough. Hold your arms up. Left arm reaches down and up, and then your right. And up, maybe you lean. Let's do 4 more, with or without the lean. 2 more. And center, pull your arms down. So pull, reach. Maybe this becomes a crunch and up. Crunch, 4 to go. So 4, 3, we'll start with the hop or pedal. Right here, hop or pedal. Or pedal, step. 1 more. Wide reach, down, pull. Up. 2 more. Here we go, left arm starts. Just the reach or lean with the reach. 10 toes facing me. Pull down or middle crunch here. So it's straight down or crunch. Let's do it again. Hop or pedal here. Hop or pedal and step. 1 more. Wide reach and pull. Reach, pull. Again. Left arm starts. Maybe you lean, maybe you don't. Again. Well, pull, maybe you crunch. Almost forgot what it was. Let's do it all again. Hop or pedal. Out wide. Are you breathing? 1 more. Wide reach and pull. 4, 3. Here we go, left arm. Maybe you reach, lean. 1 more. Pull or crunch. 4, 3, 2. This time, just hop or pedal, no jump wide. Move back. Shake the shoulders out. 3, 2, parallel squat. You have room in front of you. Pushing down against the floor to squeeze your glutes. 2 more. Arms out. Left leg steps forward here. And back, right leg. Easy enough. Yep. Now your left leg stays in a lunge. And back. Lunge, back. Lunge, back. This time left leg stays forward. Straighten up. Lunge, step back. Other way. Lunge, straighten. Lunge, step back. Lunge, straighten. Oh, I screwed that one up. Gonna do it again. Lunge, straighten, lunge, right side. Step, straighten. This time, when you straighten, maybe you lean forward. Right side. Lunge, hinge at the hip. Arms up. So lunge, forward. Easy enough. Maybe on the hinge, your arms extend towards the floor. So lunge, hinge, lunge, reach up. So cactus, reach, cactus, up. Cactus, reach. So it's not about touching the floor, right guy? It's about your hinge in your hip. Maybe as you straighten, your back leg lifts up. What? Lunge, hinge. You don't have to do that part. It's an option. Again. One more each side. So hinge. Last time. Hop or pedal. Hop or pedal. You can work right here. You can pedal, or you can go single. Whoops. Hang on. Scissors is what I meant to say. If you're working front and back, you're gonna hop. If you're here, you have an option to single, single, double. So 1, 2, hold. Hold. You don't have to work this jump. You can keep it in a pedal. 2 more. All right. Parallel squat. Grab some water if you need it. You want to be about in the middle of your mat. I'm going to grab a towel. We're going to work laterally. Towel off. We're working side to side. Weight in the middle of your feet. We'll go to the right side first. Just step out. Together and left. Out, together. Out. Easy enough. Just a lateral step. Maybe on that step, you sink your hips. Sink, push down, and come up. Yes, up, not down, dog. Always thinking away from the floor, because into the floor is basically a collapse. Cross your forearms, arms go out, goal post and cross. Goal post. 4 to go, sink down, push against the floor, and then center. Cross your arms, sink, press. Little squat here. Option, hold up, elbows come up, cross. Heel lift as the elbows lift. Maybe get a little air on the heel lift by pushing down through your toes, palms together. Just squat here. So we'll put those two together. A side step with goalposts right here. Step right. 4, cross. 3, 2, center, elbows lift. Maybe heels up. Maybe jump. Either way works. Heel lift or even flat right here. Right side steps out. For 4, cross. 3, 2, elbows lift. Maybe your heels lift. Maybe you can press up. Get a little air. Again, right side step out. 4, 3, 2, center, elbows lift, heels lift, or jump. 2 more. Step out to your right. Sink, press, sink. 2 more. Elbows lift, maybe heels up, maybe jump. 2 more. Last set. Step out right. Sink, cross. 2 more. Elbows lift, maybe your heels, maybe jump. 2 more. And arms up. Find your chair squat. Can you wiggle your toes? Make it fit. Extend. 2 more. Hold your hands in a fist. Come up. Palms together. And squat. I'm going to give you one more thing that's food for thought. I'm going to let it grow over the course of the week. So today is the first level that we'll learn. Knuckles together. Thumbs to your chest. Take your feet wide, toes towards me. Wide squat, we've already done it. Thumbs on your chest, knuckles together. This is the first part of it. One more squat, hold it up. Right leg lifts up, you rotate across your right leg and center slightly faster. So it's rotate, step, rotate, thumbs stay on your chest. One more, one wide squat. One rotation lift, squat here. Rotation lift, one more slowly. Up tempo from here, squat, rotate, squat, rotate. 4, 3, 2 are your thumbs on your chest. Hop or pedal. Let your shoulders release. In 4, 3, wide squat, knuckles together. Stay here. We're in slow motion this other side. Here we go, left leg comes up. Rotate across it, thumbs stay on your chest. Again, rotate across. One squat here, one rotation, easy enough. Squat, rotate, up tempo here. Squat, rotate. Thumbs stay glued to your chest. Let's do 4 more. So 4, 3, 2, hop or pedal. Shake your shoulders out. In 4, 3, feet wide, squats right here. So keep that in your head. We'll start to use that. And then once I feel like we all have it, I'm going to add a piece on. It's all about keeping your thumbs here. Arms out, squats here, cactus arms or goalpost arms. 2 more. Now 3 pulses down. So 3, 2, 1, together and out. 3, 2, 1, together and out. That together, as most of you know, can come off the floor. 3, 2, 1, together and out. 3, 2, 1 more time like that. 3, 2, just the squat right here. 2 more here. And feet under your hips. Same squat. Both arms come up. Hands on your legs. Hinge at your hip. Round your back for 2. Release. Round again. Release this time. Come all the way up. Shoulders down and back. Grab a towel, a beverage, and I'm going to turn to the side. I'll also use a towel today for resistance in your core. Do any of you where you can see your heart rate, and how sometimes you're doing the same move that maybe had your heart rate 20 beats lower on a different day on the same move? I think it's the twist. All right. So have a sip of whatever you're drinking. I'm turning sideways so that when I cue front and back, front arm is the arm that's closest to your screen. Back arm, obviously the other way. Same thing with your legs, front and back. Okay. So if you're using a towel, Doesn't have to be a fancy towel like this, although I do love this towel. If you can love a towel. So I'm holding the towel between my hands, keeping it so there's no slack in it. I'm gonna have my knees bent, feet flat on the floor, sit up tall. So you don't want to start here, because then you're already released in your back. You want to extend your back. Half roll down here, so a half roll down and up. Half curl, pulling the towel if you're using one out to the sides. Curl down for 2. As you curl, maybe your arms lift up on diagonal. That'll be to where the wall meets the ceiling in front of you. I'm just inching forward because I feel like I'm going to curl out of the frame. Curl, reach. So on the next curl, not this one, but the one after this, you have an option to rotate towards me. So curl, rotate towards me, now away from me, curl. Find your extension at the top. So curl, extend and rotate. Curl. Option to lift the leg that you're rotating across. That'll give you more resistance through your core. Again, so you'll curl, rotate. I have to do math now because my timers are not linked up. So I have to look at the time on the monitor, which is correct, although that is actually just an actual clock. It doesn't tell me how long you've been going. One more each side. So curl, rotate. One more, curl, and then curl straight back. And hold it here. Maybe rotate towards me and center and away. Again, rotate. Maybe you pick one leg up as you go across. Rotate. Again. Let's give it a double pulse at the top. So rotate straight through, other side. 1, 2, try to keep your arms going straight out from your shoulders. 4 more. So 4, squeeze underneath your armpits to engage your lats. Forward fold, take the towel if you're using one around your feet. Knees can be bent or straight. Release your low back. Separating your shoulder blades. Breathing all the way in and all the way out. Chin to your chest. Inhale. On your exhale, flex both feet. Bring your eyes up, shoulders, and then your body. If you're using towel, you can release it. Needs to be bent or straight. You'll tuck your hips. Fingertips out to the side to help you roll down. When you're all the way down, bring your knees into your chest. I'm going to switch forward or back as it looks on your monitor. Knees into your chest and rock your knees. Oh, side to side. You may have heard that before. I like to extend my top leg at the furthest part of the rotation. Up to you. You can do it either way. One more each side. And center, hands to the side of the hips. Untuck your hips. 90 degrees of the hip and the knees. Shoulder blades pressing down to the floor. It's like your collarbone is extending. 90 degrees of the hip and the knee. Your legs are acting as dumbbells. Front leg, toes to the floor and right back up. Back leg, toes to the floor and up. Front leg. So you're not really trying to touch the floor. You're moving at your hip joint and you're trying to create resistance to your core. So the further the leg goes away from the middle, the more resistance you'll feel in the middle of your body. So out for 2. We're not going to go faster than this. If you want more resistance, you can take both legs together. You probably won't get to the floor. It's not a goal. The goal is to create resistance in your core. If you want to check it out, put your hands on your abs. You'll feel them engage as your legs go away from your center. Exhale as you go away, or your shoulder blades down. Hold it in the middle or the center position and release your knees to your chest. You've probably felt this on your back. Remember that your muscles in your back are your opposing muscles to your abs, so it's all part of your core. If it just feels like a muscle that works, then you're in the right place. You don't want any sharp pain. All right, let's set it up again. Untuck your hips, 90 degrees with the hip and the knee, belly button level to your pelvic bone. This time extend your legs up to the ceiling, cross your ankles, bend your knees out to the corners, fingertips behind your ears, squeeze underneath your armpits to lift your shoulders slightly up and crunch everything in for 2 and away from your center. Inhale, exhale as it goes away. Inhale for 2, exhale, inhale for 2, exhale, same thing. Inhale for 2, exhale, inhale, squeeze underneath your armpits and try to curl your hips off the floor. Curl in, 1, 2, and out, twice more. Curl for 2. This time, curl and hold it in. Little pulses right here. So curl. Final 4, 3, 2, and release. We're not done. Hands to the side of your hips. Uncross your ankles. Extend your legs up. So remember that your legs are acting as dumbbells. So it's not about how far you lower them. It's about the resistance you feel in your core. So slowly lower. 2, 3, stop on 4. Bring them up. So you control it with your core. And exhale out. Lengthen your legs. You stop at your point of resistance and bring them up. Let's do it again. Slowly in. 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. This next time, go to your point of resistance, your point of control. It's the point where you have your legs on diagonal, and if you touch your core, everything's engaged. Shoulders down, hands to the side of your hips. Hold here and go out and in. So it's out, and in. Neutral spine. You're resisting the weight of your legs. 4, together. 3, together. 2, and hold it here. 90 degrees with the hip and the knee. Extend your arms up towards the ceiling. Inhale, take your arms up over your head. Exhale, circle your arms around. Squeeze underneath your armpits. Roll your shoulder blades up off the floor. You can hold here, or you can pulse your arms as if you're pulling rope straight down from the ceiling. And exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep this pattern or extend your legs out to that point of control. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale. Maybe they go out and in, so out, in, out. Are you squeezing underneath your armpit? Do it again. Any level works. 1 more. And hold. Bring your knees into your chest. What? You want more? Sure. Fingertips behind your ears. Untuck your hips, 90 degrees with the hip and the knee. Squeeze underneath your armpits. You can just hold, or you can pulse. Pulse. Breathing in and out. Try not to pull on your head. All you're looking for is a contraction in your core. If you want more resistance, feel free to extend your legs out on the diagonal. Final 4 right here. So 4, 3, 2, and release. Knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. Just massage your low back on the floor. And hold it center. Back foot on the floor. Extend your front leg up. Only far enough to feel the stretch. Behind your front leg. Shoulder blades down. Maybe you walk your back foot out to find another point of flexibility. Flex your front foot. Bend the knee to the chest for 2. Send the heel up. Do it again. Flex. Bend. Drive it up. Once more. Flex. Bend this time. Hold your leg up. Front arm goes anywhere on the inside of your front leg. And open the leg out to the side. Only far enough to feel the stretch. On the inside of your front leg. Is your back hip pressing into the floor? It should be. Try to flex both feet. Pushing your heels out to the wall. And bend your front knee back to the center. Front arm out towards me. Back arm across your front knee. And take your knee away from your screen. And come back to the center. Change legs, front foot on the floor. Extend your back leg up until you feel the stretch. Maybe your front leg walks out away from your body. Flex your back foot or your shoulder blades on the floor. Bend the back knee to the chest. Send the heel up again. So it's flex, bend, drive it up. And flex. Bend, drive it up. Once more, flex. Bend this time. Hold your leg extended until you can feel the stretch behind it. Back arm on the inside of your back leg. Press your leg to the side only far enough to feel the stretch. On the inside of the leg, press your front hip to the floor. Flex both feet. Are you breathing? And bend your front knee or back knee to the center. Back arm away from the screen. Front arm across your knee. And rotate over towards me. Breathe. Fingertips reaching out to the back wall. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Come back to the center. Both knees into your chest. Take your back leg across your front leg so that the legs are crossed up at the top. Not down here at the ankle. But across. Either grab your knees, maybe your ankles, maybe you can grab your heels. I can't. But either way, pull your knees towards your chest. You'll feel that all the way down into the booty of the leg that's on top. You have any tightness there? This is going to be a really good one. You gotta breathe through it for 4, 3, 2, and release. Change sides. Front leg on top of the back leg. Grab your knees or your calves. Maybe your heels, and pull the knees towards your chest. You will feel this all the way down into the insertion. It'll help you with any of that sciatica stuff if you have that. Breathing in and out. In 4, 3, 2. Let's hold an extra 4 on this side. And then release. Both feet on the floor. Flip over onto your stomach. Arms and legs extending all the way out. Front arm reaches back. Grab where your shoelaces would be. Pulling your heel to your hip. Hip to the floor. Pressing your hip down. You'll get a nice stretch on your quadriceps. And release. Change sides. Back arm reaches around. Grab where your shoelaces would be. Heel to the hip. Hip to the floor. If you can, keep this leg here, or this hand, and bring your front arm back around. Grab where your shoelaces would be on both feet. If you're not quite here, you'll work on this, either grabbing your heels or your pants. If your feet are already there, press your feet into your hands. Try to lift your knees. That should be an extra stretch on your quads. Then maybe you lift your chest here. Opening your shoulders, and then release. Hands to the side of your chest. Press your chest up. Take your hips back to your heels. Child pose. Pressing your chest through your shoulders. Then maybe rotate your thumbs up towards the ceiling. Hands are on their sides. Then palms back to the floor. Round up to a tabletop. Bounce hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Tuck your toes, round your back. Separating your shoulder blades. Press your feet into the floor in your hands so that you can lift your tailbone up. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Hang in a forward fold, wiggle your toes, let your head hang. Shake your head, lift your nod in your head, yes. And let your head hang. Lift your tailbone up. Slowly unroll. Let your head hang. When you're stacking your vertebrae one on top of the next, You're all the way up. That's the class. So weird, Instagram's not giving me a time count here. Maybe they've extended the time. All right, I'll either see you in 5 minutes for the after party, which will be upper body. I'm gonna use small dumbbells. Or I'll see you this week. Check my schedule. There's no class this week on Monday. I have a bunch of work I have to do for my digital platform that I'm working with. So I'm here Wednesday for barefoot cardio conditioning, and then Friday for full body weight workout. So 5 minutes or Wednesday. Thanks you guys for making donations into my Venmo or PayPal. I really appreciate it. That information is on my original Saturday post and also on the description of the classes. You're welcome, Jane. I'll see you guys in 5. Thanks.